Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV online with Roselore and Seraphina. We are going to have a quick chat with Jenlyns and get our next Paladin quest, Parley in the Sagolii. Jenlyns wishes to know if you're ready to face Solkzagyl. Recovery of Oathkeeper will be the first step in restoring the honor of the Sultan Sworn. I've told Solkzagyl if he returns the sword, we'll give him a fair trial. Otherwise, he'll be captured and thrown at the feet of the Sultana for judgment. The parley is to take place south of Forgotten Springs in the Sagolii Desert. Give me your map and I'll mark the location. While I believe he's acting alone, we must be prepared for anything. You may be certain that the Monitoress will not take kindly to his surrender. In fact, I believe that should the Monitoress discover Solkzagyl is willing to parley, they will surely try to intervene. Therefore, we must not speak of what we do, not to anyone. We should travel separately so as not to attract attention. We shall meet again at the parley. We shall, but first I'm just going to double check that chest I missed last episode. So, let us go to Thanalan. No, let's go to our teleport, because what I want to do is I want to teleport down to Little Alamigo. That's where I want to go. Alrighty, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go down to this little part here. So I'm going to just travel down this bridge and then around the edge and back into here to see if that chest really doesn't open. Because I don't think I opened it, and I'm not sure if I've left a piece of my armor behind. I know, what sort of paladin am I? Don't answer that. So I think I left my pants in the chest. They're kind of important. But I did pick up 4 pieces, right? So it could be I'm just worrying over nothing. So 1, 2, 3. There's my 4 pieces. But that's really odd. I thought we got the cuirass as well. So let's go check it out. Like I said, it's possible I messed it up. I know the amount of times I mess up, it's fine. We'll get there. But our armor for the curious is now level 41. We have to get some better earrings. Okay, so we're going to run the edge of this section here. So I can't shortcut my way down into it. But there was a chest in behind. Yeah, I definitely can't shortcut my way down in. I know, there's kind of like this river. Crimea River. Let's go. So we picked up the chest that was there. There was another chest up in here, which we haven't picked up, and I'm not sure why. It looks like, I don't know, maybe I just can't pick that one up. Maybe it belongs to a different thing. Okay, that's the cat. Just get him to move out of the way. Alright, that was what I was curious about. I wanted to see if that was a chest I should be able to open. It looks like maybe it's not, and maybe I, yeah, that's right. It's that on my map. That's my marker there, because we want to go to Forgotten Springs now. Boom. If I remember rightly though, usually there's one piece of armor that you don't get in all of them. That's fine, let's grab that. So it doesn't look like I've left anything behind, so that's kind of important. I don't think the quest would have completed if I had. Alrighty, I know, there I go, worrying over nothing again. Let's go. Where's Fluffy? Oh no, there he is, he's coming. So because we're so much higher, destination, well there's the sword, but where's the rest? Duty calls. Commence the battle for Parley in the Sagolii. Maximum level's 49. Let's go. Uh-oh. See, I don't have my fancy paladin bits. Jenlyns. So you dared to come. You are a brazen one, I'll grant you that. But did you really think I wouldn't find out? Come, confess. My allies within the Sultan Sworn have told me the truth. I know you're working in league with the traitor and the monetarists. Confess, with your dying breath, you will tell me where I can find Oathkeeper and the traitor who stole it. What? You gone nuts? Do you dare accuse my own Sultan Sworn of lying? We're comrades in arms, every one of us bound in brotherhood by your oath. I would trust them with my life. What is your word when set against theirs? We know the meaning of honour. Didn't you just finish telling me that? Oh, you twit. You are a naive fool. I suspected you from the beginning, ever since you showed me the soul of the paladin that the traitor Solkzagyl gave you. You were, no matter how briefly, a paladin, and as such you're bound by a code of honour that is as unforgiving as it is noble. Traitor, I sentence you to death and decree that your body shall lie here and feed the crows. Jenlyns, that's a bit rough, mate. I did not see that coming. Alright, let's take out these guys as fast as we can. It should leave me with just Jenlyns. You know what, mates? You can play that game. I don't get it. You cannot do this. I am the greater swordsman. You're superior in every way. You were blinded, Jenlyns, by your own conviction. Jenlyns, remember your own lesson. A paladin does not exist to defend his position or the honour of his fellow Sultan Sworn. Uh-oh. Those men were assassins in service to the monetarists. The moment you outlived your usefulness, you were to be killed. You and this free paladin of yours. Liar! You are their agent. You betrayed us for them. You were always naive, Jenlyns, too willing to trust your fellow man. It's one of your virtues. But you have a deplorable habit of turning your virtues into vices. Think. The information you uncovered, how did you come by it? Did it fall into your lap as if, oh, I don't know, someone was feeding it to you for their own purposes? You and the paladins under your command are the monetarists' lapdogs. Jenlyns, you've been led a merry dance and followed their lead at every step. Then you were never a traitor. You were innocent. Ah, I've wronged you. Easy now. Your wounds aren't mortal, but you'll still need to rest. I'll take care of the captain. He's had worse, and we'll have him back on his feet soon enough. You've become a fine warrior and learned all there is to know about the way of the paladin. I think, perhaps, that you're not aware of just how much you've grown. Well, 'tis time you were made aware, paladin. When the captain's recovered, keep an eye on him for me, will you? He needs someone like you to watch his back. He just lugs him away like a side of beef. Oh dear. That's a bit sad, really. The words of Solkzagyl have woken the memories of Paladins past. Your level is no longer synced. A fate is discovered nearby. I know, I was ignoring it. Children of the Sands. Yeah, 4 minutes 48. I don't think we can do that one. Speak with Jenlyns in Ul'dah. The U tribe has the sands. Join the savage beauties as they test their mettle against the science. No, we're really not doing that. Rightio, let's go find Jenlyns in Ul'dah and see if he really is as okay as Solkzagyl said he would be. Looks like Solkzagyl's been able to help us clean out the paladins' ranks, which is kind of good, really. I guess, in a weird kind of way. Let's go into the Ethernet, off to the Chamber of Rule again. And away we go to Jenlyns. Hey, how you doing? Paladin, I've done you a great wrong. I allowed myself to be hoodwinked, accused you of treason, and even turned my sword against you. I hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me. I'll let you live. As for me, yes, I'm recovered from my wounds, at least those that will heal, but far more important than that, Solkzagyl is innocent after all. He was never a traitor, and the dream that I followed in my youth was not a lie. I remain captain of the elite, although a poor substitute for my predecessor. I'm now working on a plan to strike back at the monitorists and restore the Sultan Swarm to its former strength. No, do not be afraid for me. We've unmasked the foe, and he cannot hide behind his deceptions any more. The assassins won't find it easy to reach me. For now, I'll bide my time, marshal my strength, and when the time is ripe, strike hard at our enemies. Right. Well. The souls of paladins past bequeath you their wisdom. You can now take all the damage for someone else. Okay. Let's see what little Jenlyns here has for us now. Keeping the oath. Jenlyns wishes to bid you farewell. What? Well, come, Paladin. I had hoped to see you before I left. You remained a true friend even after the wrongs I did to you, and I owe you my trust, so I will tell you everything I have learned. After our encounter in the hills, I spent some time in the care of Solkzagyl, recovering from my wounds. As I convalesced, he gave me the true account of what happened these last few years in his solitary war against the monitorists. After he went into hiding, he tried to get word to me about what was happening, but I was surrounded by agents in the pay of the monitorists who kept me isolated and ignorant. They planted the lie that Solkzagyl was a traitor and tricked me into tracking him down. I was their puppet, twitching obediently at the end of the strings they pulled. But when I discovered that Death's Embrace had been behind the demise of my brothers and sisters, they panicked, especially when they found out I'd shared the information with you. They set a trap for us and baited it with the promise of a parley with Solkzagyl. Solkzagyl was no traitor, as I should well have known, but I allowed myself to be deceived by the whispers of mummers and flatterers and... No, that was not the way of it. It was not their lies that made me blind, but my desire, nay, my obsession, to restore our honour. For the Sultan sworn, and all paladins who have bent the knee to a higher cause, honour is means to an end, not the end itself. I lost sight of that, and in so doing lost sight of my true duty. Solkzagyl understood what was happening, and that is why he gave you the soul of the paladin. It was a remonstration, a message. Now, look how adventurers live, he was telling me. Where does their honour and their authority come from? I owe my position to the machinations of the monitorists. They calculated that a young captain eager to prove his loyalty, bound by unquestioning fealty, would be all the easier to control. They were right. I am a sham and a fake, but the world does not know that, and even the illusion of power is a power of sorts. I can use it to fight back. I will tell my subordinates that I am fleeing to Snowcloak in Coerthas. When the monitors hear of this, as they surely will, they'll send assassins after me again. But when they show their hand, I'll stand my ground and fight back. I realize you may wish to offer your assistance. However, I cannot, in good conscience, put you in harm's way anymore. You, too, have become a target of the Cabal's assassins. The odds will be against me, that much is certain, but Solkzagyl has taught me much, and if I am brave and vigilant, I know I can triumph. I'm sorry you have been caught up in our own political struggles, but now, as a paladin, it is time to travel your own path. Ah, yes, Solkzagyl wished you to have a word with you as well. You'll find him in central Thanalan. Allow me to mark the location on your map. Ooh. Well, meet with Solkzagyl. Let's go. Blackbrush. Probably would have been better just to jog on out there, but never mind. We'll get there. I'm listening to the rain. I don't know if it's coming through on my mic. It's actually thundering down out there. I'm really hoping that I don't have a power out that wrecks this recording because there's so much in it. Across the railway tracks, of course, without looking. What are you thinking, girl? All right, let's go. I know it's become second nature, even though I can take on that turtle with no problems. It's become second nature to kind of go round the big monsters from around the back of them. Because I've noticed a lot of them don't see you if you do that. It's kind of cool, actually. Slide on by them. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for coming, Roselore. We haven't much time, so I'll be blunt. Jenlyns will die if he faces death's embrace alone. I know what I must do, and I suspect you do as well. If you are the woman I believe you to be, then we shall meet again soon. What? You dragged me in here just for that? Oh, Snowcloak in Coerthas. Well, that's irritating. Let's go to Camp Dragonhead. So we're going to have to probably take a Fluffy down to Snowcloak. This is Whitebrim's font. I know, right here. Alrighty. Fluffy, let's go. I think I'm really going to have to work out how to fly with Fluffy. I think by this stage my first character did have her flying abilities, but I haven't been so quick with Roselore. I've just forgotten which quest I've got to take. I know what? We'll get there. It is cold here, isn't it? Wait a minute. Where are you going? That's it, we got this. I know, I really... Wow, what is that? I don't think I want to mess with that. That's the Cyclops Steropes. Alright, and he's brought himself his personal army. Of course he has. Alright, I've gone the wrong way. We don't want to go into the tunnel, we want to go into this canyon. And over there somewhere is Whitebrim Font. Oh, there it is. And there's also a big drop, so we don't want to go down that, do we? No. What? Oh, I'm only 10 levels above, that's why. And Hipposurf's aggro on the turn of a dime. We'll get there. Alright, Fluffy. Good bird. Now I think I need a food boost. Let me see if I've got... That looks good. Let's eat some of that, whatever that is. That'll help me. Oh my. Duty calls. Commence battle for keeping the oath? Absolutely. My gear isn't up to it though. We'll see if we get mulched. Oh dear. Sorry I'm late. You as well? I told you to go to ground. This isn't your fight. Yeah, it is. For Solkzagyl, now you. Are you both so eager to die? Are you? Love the sound of that. You forget that we are paladins. Wheresoever our duty leads us, we go, and do so of our own free will. To abide by one's own sense of justice is to embrace the paladin's creed. Sworn or unsworn, we're paladins, and the only oath we swear is the one we swear to ourselves. You'll be in that? About time, Jenlyns. Now come, let us stand shoulder to shoulder and show the Blackhearts the metal of our souls and the steel of our swords. Yeah, let's go. Uh-oh. Oh no. Steel of our souls. So it's a good thing they're not looking at mine right now. Come on. Oh yeah. Oops. Oh dear, I think I got in the way of that one. I am still frozen. Right, now we got him. Sorry guys, if you're wondering what the drama is in the background there, we've got a spider running up a curtain. And we're just keeping half an eye on it. So I will finish this battle and then I'll pause my video. Oh dear. Yeah. Manipulated ogre. And a manipulated eye. Did we get the ogre? We did. Let's take out the eye. Okay, these guys are okay, but our duty isn't over yet. Surely the monitors would go to greater lengths than this. Those void scent were called forth by a mage who I suspect is observing us as we speak. Spread out and search for anything unusual, but tread lightly. This could very well be a trap. Locate the Death's Embrace Master. Alright, let's go. Now, where am I? Maybe this way? I know there is such a thing as spreading out too far. I'd hate these guys to die while we were busy. No, we found him. The glowing grimoire. Roselore, what are you doing? Well, of course you're touching it. Poke the shiny glowing book. I see. Uh-oh. What sorcery is this? It's bad sorcery. Defeat Death's Embrace assassins. Likely the work of your mage. I'm frozen. Oh no, it pulses with a queer light. Well, okay, let's poke it some more, because that... Up above, it's the mage. The grimoire, it's a trap. No kidding. Up above, where is he? I'll get him. Ah, oh, damn you, Solkzagyl. Roselore, are you injured? No, I am not. Where'd he go? Oh, you pain in the patootie. I'm going to drop down on his head. Alright, let's first deal with these. Okay, because if we don't, we're going to lose our allies, and then we'll lose the thing. Let's drop that down our heads. We'll use a 9 and a 10, and we'll hit it again. And we'll hit him again. And again. And then we'll zap that last one. And we'll that one. Alright. And I'm going to turn him away just to so he's focused on me and murdering me. That's awesome. 7, 8, 9, 10 minus and 1. I'm working on the theory. Oh my god. Am I taking out enough of them? And again. And again. Let's hit that grimoire. And again. This is where we lose if we're not careful. I feel like I'm doing it all wrong, but we'll see. Did we get him? Yes, we did. That was a tough fight, wasn't it? Not as tough as it could have been. You've done well. You never flinched from your duty. You followed the path you knew you had to take, and you showed us what it means to be a paladin. And you even managed to prize the scales from Jenlyns' eyes while you were at it. It's been an honor to know you, and to watch you grow. In any case, today's battle should blunt the Monitorist's dagger, at least for a while. They'll think twice before sending assassins after the Sultan Sworn again. I trust you'll see to this mess, Jenlyns? Yes, sir. I mean, Captain. Please, sir, return to the capital. Take up your command again. The burden, it's too much for the likes of me. The Monitorist may have stolen Oathkeeper, but oaths are not forged in steel. They're sworn in the heart. You never betrayed your oaths, Jenlyns. And as for your leadership, well, ask this paladin if she learned anything from you. Oh, and then he just walks out of our lives once again. Rude. Fine. No matter what the circumstances, once a man has left the Sultan Sworn, he cannot return. No, I followed my own path, and on it I will stay. I have followed you since the day I vowed to join the ranks of the Sultan Sworn. Has the time come for me to stop following and begin to lead? Just waves over his shoulder. It's like, man, you're slow in the uptake, boy. Thank you for coming. Once again, you've placed me in your debt. See me in the city when you return. I'll have something for you. And then you just leave me at the bottom of a freaking precipice in the snow. Oh, you could at least teleport me back with you. You've kept your oath and awoken the memories of paladins past. I hope so. It's cold out here. All right. Speak with Jenlyns in Ul'dah. I'm beginning to feel like a yo-yo. Let's go. Boom. All right, you guessed it, guys. We're heading on back to the Chamber of Rule. All right. Okay. All right, we are back in the top here. Let's go find Jenlyns again. Hi. Welcome, Paladin. These have been troubled times for the Sultan Sworn, and you have served us loyally. You did what was just, followed the Paladin way, and defended the weak and needy. You are a true Oathkeeper. Honor and right were yours from the very beginning, and that is what made you strong enough to defeat me. The sword Oathkeeper has yet to be found, but I have come to realize that I do not need it, nay, not to lead the Sultan Sworn, nor to restore our good name. The oaths we keep are in our hearts, not in hallowed blades. Solkzagyl has left to wander the nations of Eorzea. He's a man of honor, and unless I'm very much mistaken, he'll continue to look for the sword that was gifted by our ruler centuries ago. I shall continue to serve Ul'dah as one of the Sultan's sworn. You shall defend the people of Eorzea as a free paladin. Our paths diverge now, but we shall forever be bound by the oaths we keep in our hearts. Ah, but listen to me. Noble words aren't much good to an adventurer who's to face monsters and menaces out in the real world. Fortunately, I have something that will serve you rather better. This sacred armour has been kept within the Sultan Sworn for many generations. It was given only to those Sultan Sworn who had, through feats of arms and deeds of great courage, earned the privilege to wear it. But something tells me that for the first time since it left the armourer's forge, this armour should go to someone who is not of the Sultan Sworn. If I allowed myself to be a slave to tradition, the paladin who deserves it the most would never wear it. Now, wouldn't that be a waste of fine plate? Just one thing. If anyone asks you where you got it, you mustn't say it was me. Oh, fair enough. An armour coffer and a gallant surcoat. Let's have a look at this. Woo! Quest complete. We're going to open that coffer because I think that's what we're looking for. The souls of the paladins past bequeath you with their wisdom, hallowed ground. This concludes the Paladin quest for Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have completed the main scenario quest before the dawn. Once you have done so, the next Paladin quest will be available from Jenlyns. There, we've done it. Our first class to complete everything all the way up to the end of A Realm Reborn, as in the class quests all the way to the Realm Reborn, and we earned ourselves an achievement as well. Yours is ever a welcome face, Paladin. To what do I owe the pleasure? How fare the Sultan Sworn? Better, it pleases me to say. I think it's safe to say that you bear some responsibility for that. Tales of your deeds have doubtless served as inspiration to many, and I pray they'll continue to do so. And what is a paladin? An odd question to come from one so accomplished, but if you wish to hear my words once more, I will oblige. A true paladin is one who bends his knee to a higher cause and offers his sword and shield without promise or reward. The battle asks that the paladin learns have been held secret, nurtured, and perfected within the ranks of the Sultan Sworn elite for nigh on these 600 years. But remember that fancy swordplay and well-polished armor do not make you a paladin. You must be just in your heart and strive always to be an exemplar of true virtue. And who again are the monetarists? Everyone knows that Ul'dah is ruled by the sultana, but everyone also knows that true power lies with the syndicate, and at the core of the group is a faction that calls itself the monetarists. Of the 6 who hold seats in the syndicate, only General Rabban is faithful to the sultana. Most of the others refused to accord her due rights and work to establish self-governance for themselves and their wealthy cohorts. It is they who are the monetarists. It is they who run the Ul'dah economy. Self-governance may sound a noble endeavour, but on their lips the words ring hollow. The faction seeks power, and that is why they plot against the Sultan Sworn, the Sultana's last line of protection. They sowed the seeds of our ruin and nurture them still. The disgrace of our former captain was their doing, of that I have little doubt. Right. Let's have a look at what we've earned. I'll just grab that and sort everything. Alright. Okay. A Valor Armor Coffer. Let us use that. Whoa. Well, we're going to have to go check those out. I'm pretty sure that these have already been used, so we're going to have to go sell them. Alright. Let's have a look at our character. We'll go out recommended gear. We are about to replace everything we just earned with level 90 gear. Wow. Okay, so the only things really letting us down now are our weapon and our shield. But doesn't she look good in her paladin's outfit? I'm pretty pleased with that. We're going to have to go find her a better sword. Let's update our armor. That's pretty good. We're going to extract materia out of the ethereal sphere ring because it was white on our chart. We'll just update that again. Close that. That is pretty good. I'm pleased with that. Now, what are we going to do next, guys? Let's have a look at our characters. So, we're level 59 White Mage, level 51 Paladin. I can't remember if we've actually finished our White Mage quests yet. I don't think we did. So we still have our White Mage, and so we have no more class quests. Scholar, the Consequences of Anger, we're at level 40 in our gear. The ether flow gauge is unlocked, which we need for certain actions. Summoner, which is down here, 53. Austerities of Earth, which we need to also finish. Our gear is even worse off for that. Let me just see. Right, I've got nothing there. Right. Our White Mage. Yeah, the Heart of the Forest. We've got to finish that quest to finish off this level. Quell the Fury of the Guardian Tree. And we don't really have the gear for that yet. I think we worked out we're only at level 42. So we do want to 49, 50, 50. Maybe we do now. I don't know. Alright. So we finished our Paladin's quest. We do have our Marauder to go. Level 25. We need to bring that up. I'm kind of torn as to which direction to go in next. I mean, I could just work my way down the side, you know, go Paladin, then go Marauder, then go Pugilist, Lancer, Rogue, and Samurai, and just bring those classes up one at a time. It's not that bad an idea. We haven't got unlocked Reaper and Viper yet. Viper, I think, is from Dawn Trail. We're nowhere near that. And Reaper is, I don't know. Astrologian and Sage. Possibly we just haven't done the quest for those. We're not going to go looking. Alright, so we've completed Paladin right through to the end quest. I think it might be time to be a little Marauder for a while. Let's go. Beast gauge unlocked. This symbol indicates the defensive stance Defiance is in effect, which increases enmity. You can view the job gauge description at any time from the Actions and Traits menu. We have the ugly armor. Can I not wear? No, there is nothing better. Level 25. You know what? We're going to go buy ourselves some nicer armor. We are. We're in Ul'dah, the city of many merchants. There's got to be better armor in here somewhere. Let's go find it. We are going to go down to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. That's it. All right. And we're going to go and find some nicer armor than what we're wearing. And then we're going to go and find our next Marauder's quest. What level Marauder are we? 25. So we haven't done our last quest if that's anything to go by. We also have our trades to do as well. So we've got a little ways to go. I did want to see if I could defeat the guy in Operation Archon, didn't I? So maybe before we head off on our Marauder adventure, we might see if we can take down. It's an arms mender, arms merchant. Here we go. The jealous juggernaut, disciple of war arms. We're level 25. What are we? Marauder, thunderstorm axe. Right, what year do we have on us? That's probably a good question. Level 22. Well, in that case, the thunderstorm axe is a really good thing to have. Spells Marauder's arm, 28. I can't have that one yet. We'll grab the axe. Radio. Actually, while I'm here, where's my paladin stuff? Up here. Right. You sure? Level 28. Yeah, I think I've got stuff that's higher than that. Alrighty. Alright. The Torres builds level 22. Why can I not equip? Let me just check something. What's that? I do not want to drink the Fantasia. Thank you. Alrighty. Well, I bought the best weapon I could, and I cannot equip it. Well, I could equip it, I guess, if I went into Control I. Checked it out. Thunderstorm Axe. It is not as good as the Torres Bill. Let me just go into here. I'm going to go compare. Item comparison. Alright. 4 and 4, the Torres Bill. 4 and 5. Vitality 4, direct hit rate 5. Torres Bill's got a better direct hit rate, that's why. Right, well, okay. I know, right? Let's just sort everything out. Brand new cuirass. It's all done. Alright. I know, I want better armor than what I've got, because this armor is disgraceful. It's level 25. Okay, so I need to get higher than level 25 to get better armor. Let's just go back to the much nicer stuff we were wearing a minute ago. And what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to go and see if we can do Operation Archon and do better than we were. Operation Archon on the map. You know what? I think if we use our Vesper Bay ticket, that's probably going to be the best thing we can do. So let's go and do our Vesper Bay. I know. Operation Archon can wait till next episode, I think. I just had a look at the time. We won't get through it, and we'd have to rush it, and I don't want to do that. So next episode, we'll do Operation Archon. This episode I'm going to go and look for my next Marauders quest. Let's go find it. Probably in Limsa though, isn't it? Away we go. So yeah, so our next goal is to continue progressing our main story quests as we start to take out all of the quests for our classes into the Ethernet. Let's have a look at the Marauders Guild. Doesn't look like I have another quest up there, does it? Where do I find Brutal Strength? Middle Lanacea. Oh, I know why. Yep, okay. Ethernet. Zephyrgate. Let's go. I didn't realize we hadn't done that. Come on, Roselore, you're falling behind some of the other ones. I know, we're gonna deal with this armor. I think I need to track it. I think that's why we can't see it. So let's go. Brutal Strength. And we'll just put a little tick beside it. There we go. Now we can see it. We just had so many others tick that it wasn't getting rid of them. All right. Skafgum. Aye, lass, I know why you're here, and after seeing this big old boulder, I'd wager you know why you're here too. Now, my rock's a bit more challenging than those pebbles rock I've had you training on. To crack this beauty will require a relatively heavy swing. Impossible, you say? Ah, Wernzone wouldn't send you out here if he didn't think you capable. Right. Heavy swing. Yep. Use heavy swing to destroy the immovable boulder. Skafgum. Ah, would you look at that? And on your first attempt too. Well, I guess it's back to the Axe Master for you. Fine. And seeing as I'm too lazy, we're going to go teleport in. Okay. One Marauder coming up. So one of the things you might have noticed is that I haven't done all, and I have done all of those, haven't I? Well, ignore me. Let's go. Ethernet, Marauders Guild. We'll get this done. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down the list of jobs, and we're going to work our way down and get them all up to the end of A Realm Reborn. Oh, I knew you'd return before long. The deafening crack of shattering boulder reached me even here. This fate of strength deserves recognition, and you shall have it in the form of a new technique. Adopted and perfected by our guild forebears, the tomahawk throw was first devised by pirates as an opening attack on closing enemy vessels. There you go. Though we primarily focus on close-quarter combat, you'll no doubt find that having a powerful ranged strike at your disposal greatly expands your tactical diversity. I sense that the impending confrontation with Kajata weighs heavily on your mind, Roselore, but hurried swings lead to glancing blows. There's no swift road to attaining the peak of the mastery you seek, only a steady, measured ascent. No worries. Options. Alright, well that's not going to help me, is it now? I think we're going to go for the gold. Because we've upped our armor as best we can at this point. So we need to just complete more missions until we can get better armor. Tomahawk. Let's see where the game decided it should go, because there is only one place for Tomahawk. It's a skill that needs to be on my equals button. Reprisal goes to 3, because that's where it is on in my paladins. Defiance should be up here. Alright, low blow. Alright, so all of these, pretty sure I've got 8. And then that's over there, then this should be up on my 9. Overpower all nearby enemies, that's on 5. Alright, that's a little bit better. So what I just did was I put all of the skills that use similar abilities to my paladin in an area where I'll remember where they are. Let's see what Wyrmzone has for us. The mountain that strides. Ha! Looks like we're going to get a better cuirass, maybe. Or not. Axemaster Wyrmzone requires your assistance with a troubling development. Roselore, there's trouble afoot. Do you recall the lad whose parents were slain by the beast Kujata? The boy's grandfather, Nedard, had recently contacted me with some worrisome news. Young Sigurd has gone missing. There have been sightings of Kujata in the area, and it would seem that the child felt compelled to seek the creature out. As you're familiar with the boy and his tragic tale, I would have you attend to this matter. My sister, Solkzagyl, awaits you at the Bismarck. She's been apprised of the situation and will aid you in plotting a suitable course of action. The Bismarck, huh? That lady likes her food. That's all I can say. And no, if you repeat me, I will deny ever saying that. Look at this. It is a grey old day in Limsa. And do you know what? It's a grey old day outside here. I'm so glad to see the rain. Culinarian's Guild is where we're going. Alright. Let's see what Solkzagyl wants, and then I think we may call the episode. Solkzagyl, how are you doing? Roselore, I assume you're here to discuss the missing child and not to sample a bowl of mutton stew? First things first, I'd advise against rushing off to peer under every rock in the countryside. We need more information to direct our search. I suggest we head to the Red Rooster Stead and learn what more we can from old Nedard. Alright, we will do that, but we will do that next episode. In the meantime, have a great week and I will check you later. Take care out there.